What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out. Now, with this video, we are jumping into the infinite frontier with Justice League issue number 69. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with this line, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with the Justice League and the Justice League Dark. Now, we last left off with Justice League getting attacked by what appears to be some kind of gang of Deathstrokes. Not only that, with Justice League Dark, we have Merlin making his way to Atlantis, appearing to try to release some kind of monster, some kind of magic from Otherworld. And so with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue of Justice League, we are picking up with our three Deathstrokes. They have been tied up to a chair and they are currently being investigated. Now these guys right now, they are peeing their pants. They are absolutely terrified. And these guys are definitely not Deathstroke related. While they may wear the costumes of Deathstroke, this appears to be some kind of ploy to throw people off. And we know that because these guys are spilling their guts, saying that it's to throw them off, throw the Justice League off from some kind of larger plan that is going to be taking place soon. And there doesn't even have to be much interrogating going on here, because right now they are standing in front of the entirety of the Justice League as well as Checkmate. And so with these guys just completely spilling everything, the Justice League, they take two of these guys and they fly them to Blackgate Penitentiary. But the last one, they leave him there. They leave him there and they untie him. Now this guy, he doesn't appear to be very bright, not even in the slightest, because recognizing that all of the Justice League just let him go. Not only that, they left a car outside. So as this guy sneaks out, he sees this car, he goes to hijack it. Now this guy doesn't recognize that this is a in disguise Batmobile that Batman had placed there specifically so this guy would steal it and lead them back to whoever his big boss is. And so what we're really getting to see is some good old-fashioned detective work both between Arrow and Batman. Now on board the ship right now, we have a little bit of an argument going on, because as they are tracking this guy, everybody has to question, why is Oliver Queen part of Checkmate and the Justice League and we don't know about it? And his defense is Batman isn't in like 5 different teams. Not only that, but Oliver Queen is also fronting the bill for both the Justice League and Checkmate. And so he doesn't really feel like anybody has any room to question exactly what he has been doing, saying that Checkmate has only good intentions. But in the midst of all of this discourse, this is where we see something come in and it completely detonates the vehicle that our Deathstroke was in. This thing was moving so fast that not even Superman was able to see it coming in. There's no shell casing, there is absolutely no clue on what just hit them. And with Superman preparing to blow out this fire and try to figure out what happens, something comes out of left field and just knocks Superman for a loop. And whatever this individual is, whoever this person is, they are running so fast that not even Superman can get a good look at them. But with things really starting to escalate to a whole nother level, they ask their Queen of the Amazons if they can get a little bit of a help in this situation. And so taking her back to Themyscira, she goes up and she picks an item up. This item being the Lasso of Truth. And they go back to Blackgate Prison. They go in to interrogate one of the other individuals. And after doing a little bit of research, after really trying to figure out who this guy is, they figure he's either working for Cadmus or he is working for Argus. Because he is definitely a trained spy, no fingerprints, no record whatsoever. But one thing he can't get away from, the one thing he cannot hide from, is the Lasso of Truth. And so wrapping the lasso around him, they begin to ask him questions, with Director Bones just absolutely terrifying this guy. He starts spilling his beans in an instant. And this is what starts them on the trail to whoever this individual is that started it all. That means they're gonna have to work low level and work their way up this food chain. And as they work their way up, they learn that they get all of their plans from some kind of think tank inside of Silicon Valley. And those guys, they are getting paid by a producer of a movie called Zombie Gunship 3. And what they appear to be doing is gathering all together to try and create some kind of new world order. And these guys were all instructed to do this by a lawyer representing her clients. And her clients just so happen to be the Royal Flush Gang. And honestly, this completely stumps the Justice League, because they know the Royal Flush Gang. These guys are thieves. These guys rob. They're in for the biggest score of their life. And so the idea that they want world domination, it just seems absolutely ludicrous to them. And to further that, they are not a very political bunch. So coming out here and making these kind of statements, it seems very out of character. But there is without a doubt that that's exactly what they're asking for. There is video recording of them saying they want to create a new world order, that it is time for the Royal Flush Gang to finally take up the mantle and do everything that they have always wanted to do. And so the debate has to be had. Is this legitimate? Because at the end of the day, they have always just been robbers. They have always been in for the big score. But you could also say that world domination is the biggest score that you could ever have. And as they sit here and debate if this is some kind of diversion, some kind of ploy, some kind of setup, maybe even a trap, Kelex comes up to Superman and lets him know something terrible has happened. Not even able to process it, not being able to find the right words for it. He is in an absolute panic. And that is because while they have been working with so much effort, they have been working tirelessly, and right from underneath their noses, the Fortress of Solitude has been stolen. Now that's what's going to take us to our Justice League Dark story. And we're picking up with the Upside Down Man making his appearance, being able to manifest whenever Zatanna is really just not 100%. The Upside Down Man being able to grow anytime her resolve starts to fade. Now, all of our Justice League Dark, they are sitting here watching this happen, and they know they have to do something before it is too late. But the only issue is, Merlin has already gone through the doorway, and because of that, Aquaman is going to be the one in hot pursuit of him, while the rest of the Justice League Dark, they stay here and they do their best to try and contain Zatanna, to try to remind her who she is. Now, Etrigan, he wants to go in full speed, heavy-handed, and just take her down. But Detective Chimp lets us know that he simply can't do that. It will hurt Zatanna far too much if he went in and just gave her a punch. That they have to find some other means of reaching her. And this is where Ragman gets to shine, saying back in the library he read something that is most likely going to be able to help them in this situation. That he promised Zatanna if this were ever to happen, that he would be there, that he would do whatever it takes to ensure that she comes back. And we see Ragman, he summons the Bird of the Underworld, the Keeper of Hell Souls, and he manifests into what appears to be some kind of giant deity, telling Etrigan that this is his opportunity while he has Zatanna completely wrapped up. And this gives John Constantine that opportunity to get in there, to touch her mind, and try and reach her wherever she is. Now, picking up with Aquaman and Merlin, with Aquaman making his way to the doorway, ready to just give Merlin a bashing. It appears that Aquaman, he may have arrived just a little bit too late. With Merlin having his book open, with his hand through the portal, it looks like he is about to lose. That is until we see another gateway open up. A gateway created by Dr. Fate. And he is accompanied by the Knight Eternal. And they have come to put a stop to everything Merlin is up to. But Merlin tells them that this is a rather foolish endeavor, that there is absolutely nothing they can do to stop what is about to happen now. And he lets them know that he didn't come here to resurrect the Dark World. He would never bring a power that he simply could not control. But he came here for a purpose. He came here to find himself a weapon. And through this weapon, he plans to channel the magic within. A weapon that the Atlanteans thought long dead. And we see Arian the Sorcerer arise. The God King of Atlantis, son of Order, reborn as Merlin's Sapphire Knight. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I have said every single time, the Justice League part, it's very interesting. I'm not too on board for the whole Checkmate thing going on, but this Justice League Dark has been some of the best writing coming out of DC Comics. And I'm not surprised because it is written by the amazing Ram V. I truly believe if he were writing the Justice League line as well, it would be just as good as Justice League Dark and the Swamp Thing. Now, I know Marvel Comics, they're currently doing their own little Merlin thing in Otherworld. And I think I mistakenly said Otherworld and not Dark World when talking about DC Comics. But in Marvel, they are going in the Otherworld, and they are battling Merlin, they're battling Arthur, and so simultaneously we are seeing these two things go on. But I gotta say, DC Comics has really nailed it using the Merlin mythos, using Atlantis, using all of this stuff together, using the Justice League Dark. It really mashes in just a magnificent way. It hits way harder than what Marvel has going on with Betsy Braddock and Captain Britain, so on and so forth. And with DC, we are seeing the God King of Atlantis come out of the Dark World. And so I will say it over and over and over again, Justice League Dark, they deserve the full-length comic. I am tired of them only getting like 10 pages in the back of Justice League. It's just simply not fair to how great of a story this is. I mean, even the artwork in Justice League Dark is tremendously better than what is going on in the main Justice League line. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.